And here I am with another beautiful chunky hollow glitter set. And I know what you guys have been thinking, like, Ray, where the hell have you possibly been? Well, truth is, I've been really busy with work and haven't had time to film, but for this one, I figured, let's do this. So here we go. So for this set, I'm using the Glitter Fairies Holographic Dot Mix. First one was purple, fuchsia. Sorry, that was my elbow. A beautiful orangey bronze. Gold. Beautiful emerald. And yeah, some of these, like, well, all of them really, they have like large glitter, medium, and small glitter, but not tiny. Now the peacock, for whatever reason, I don't understand, but it comes off more turquoise on camera than it actually is to the naked eye. And the royal blue, same thing. It's not as dark as it shows up on camera as it is to the naked eye. I don't know, it's just weird. And with all the colors, I put a little bit of beacon, mixed them together, and there you go. Now I've got the beautiful mix. So next I'm going to use IBD Hard Builder Gel. Now this stuff is super sticky, and you'll see in a minute. And yes, yeah, I have some glitter down there, but I'm not worried about that because I'm not going to use anything from the bottom. But yeah, let's get back off my finger first. And I'm going to use my Born Pretty number 4 gel brush. And get off. I'm working here. So first, I just want to show you how sticky this stuff really is. And it does. It reminds me of like the clear corn syrup. It is so thick. And you see, it takes a while for that to get off the brush. So, I mean, once it does get on the nail or the fingers or any part of the skin, then yeah, it is runny, but I don't know. It's just weird. So what I want to do first is give my nails a slight coating, but if you notice, I'm not putting any back towards the cuticle area, and that's because I don't want to flood the cuticle with the gel. If you get any on the skin, and then you go to put that underneath the lamp, that's going to hurt like hell. So make sure that you don't get any of this stuff on your skin when you put it in your lamp. If you do, just take a cleanup brush and some acetone or rubbing alcohol and get that off first. But really do make sure that you cover that nail, but make it thick enough that way you can push whatever kind of glitter or whatever that you're using for your nail art to be thick enough so you can push that into the gel. And don't forget to wrap the tip. So what I didn't show you was I wiped off some of the gel off of my brush before dipping into the glitter. And that's because I don't want, you know, the gel to get into that glitter mix. So like, just as long as the brush is still a little bit tacky, you're going to be able to pick up glitter. And yeah, just tap the glitter in wherever you want it to be, and don't worry if it gets any sparse areas. You could always just apply a little bit more gel and then put more glitter on. And if need be, just do what I do here. Just rotate your brush, get the glitter off, and now you have a pointed tip, and you can pick up whatever size glitter that you want and apply it to the nail. Oh, out of focus. Sorry. So now that that's applied, now I'm going to put it underneath the lamp and give it about, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute or so for that to bake. And now that's done, we're going to apply another thick layer of the gel, but this time it's going to be a really big, thick bead, just enough to literally cover everything. And to get this off, just rotate the brush until that string breaks off and then apply. Yet again, notice that I don't put that bead way back towards the cuticle, and that's because back there by the cuticle area, I want that piece nice and thin. But you'll see what I do in just a sec. After I apply that bead, I'm going to what they call like tickle or feather the gel back and forth, make sure it creates like, or doesn't create any bubbles. But as you can see, like the Holo goodness is already seeking through and giving me like this really cool 3D look. Yep, see what I did there? Just took that little bit of gel and applied it back to my cuticle. That's all that you need. You don't need any more than that. Just keep slowly feathering back and forth, making sure that you cover the entire nail. Around the sides, the edges, the tip. And make sure you don't touch any skin, otherwise you're going to be in trouble when you go to put that underneath the lamp. And again, don't forget the tip. Alright, now that I got the gel applied, now I want to create that apex area, so I'm going to tilt the finger upside down, and what this is going to do, the gel is going to create its own apex, hopefully, but if not, just like up here at the tip where I'm showing you, there's so much gel at the top of my finger rather than way back in this area where I need it to be. So I'm going to tilt my finger upside down again and try to get that gel to get back there. If not, then what I'm going to do, and unfortunately I didn't realize I was out of camera, or out of focus, was bring the gel back to that apex area where I need that to be. That is the strength area. And there we go. I got it. So now I'm going to quickly put red. Now for me, and I've found out this trick, what the nail techs do not tell you, is if you rotate your finger from side to side, it stops the gel from seeping out anywhere and it keeps that apex exactly where you want it to be. So slowly rotate your finger, keep that gel in its place for about, I think it's about 2 minutes that you have to do this. And just keep on doing that and making sure that the gel is completely sealed in and it doesn't move anywhere. Now that that's done, we're going to remove a sticky layer. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take some acetone. You could even use rubbing alcohol, which the highest percentage of rubbing alcohol is best. And see that stuff? You have to get that off before you start the file, otherwise you're going to ruin your file. Now that that's done, I'm taking my 100 to 180 grit. I'm going to file the sides. I did. I got a little bit of gel on the skin there, but it didn't hurt all that much. And file the sides. Give your nails a nice shape. Then around the cuticle area. Trying to keep that apex shape. And don't worry, I'm not going to cut myself because I already took off the ridges along the sides of the file. And there we go. I partially my apex, but I still have to file that whole entire nail. Excuse me, make it matte. Sorry, I have the hiccups. And I obviously can't talk. So now I'm doing the contour, and with gel you really don't have to do much filing with this stuff, because with a 180 grit file it's like butter. It just really goes through it like butter. So now I'm looking down the barrel to make sure that I still have my apex and find out where the areas are that have too much gel on them, and I want to file that down. I don't want too much gel at the tip because that has to be nice and thin, but it still has to be thick back there by the apex. Try not to file down too much, otherwise you're going to file right down into the glitter and then you're kind of screwed. But yeah, since I'm already dusty, I just keep wiping my finger off on my pants. And there we go, I got my shape, but I'm going to finish filing off camera and I'll be right back. So now that that's done, now it's time to do one more, or no, this is like second to last wiping with acetone. Since I don't have rubbing alcohol, I forgot to get some before I left work the other day, but it's okay. I have acetone, that works. Using the acetone or rubbing alcohol, that will clean off the nail, and the acetone actually like helps get rid of the filing ridges to make the nail nice and smooth. Then I'm going to come in with the no wipe top coat from Elite 99. And this stuff, that's another thing that is super, super thick. The only thing that I don't quite like about this top coat is that it has like a rubbery feel after it's done. And yep, same thing. Try not to stuff on your skin when you go to put this under the lamp, otherwise it's going to burn the hell out of you. If you do, like I said before, just take a cleanup brush, acetone, rubbing alcohol, whatever, clean off your skin, and then you can put it underneath the lamp. And this goes in for about a minute. Sorry, my other elbow. I'm snap, crack, and popping, y'all. So, after I take it out of the lamp, and like I said, I don't like that rubbery feeling, so honest to God, this is the last time I'm going to use acetone. I'm going to remove that rubbery feeling off my nail. You see, like, it kind of turns a little bit matte, but here's my trick. That's right, regular, quick dry top coat Seche Vite. This is actually one of the last final steps. Give this a nice thick coating, let it dry. I'm gonna wash my hands and put on cuticle oil, and then that's it. Oh, just look at, oops, there. Oh, just look at that shine coming right back to life. And after you apply this top coat, now your nails are so shiny, they're soft, they actually feel like glass on your nails. That's just absolutely stunning. Yep, time to go wash. And now, final step. After all that acetone and whatnot and all that dust, yeah, you gotta give yourself a nice, healthy, very generous serving of some cuticle oil. And there you have it. Now, as usual, everything in the description box down below, and thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.